Hi, welcome back to the studio. Today we're going to make Sally arms from Nightmare Before Christmas. For that, we're going to need, of course, Q-tips, our liquid latex, some thread, but not for the stitches. You'll see why in a minute. A pair of scissors, and some thin black ribbon on a big ass embroidery needle to do the stitching with. Alright, what you want to do first is take a length of this thread, so that it will reach all the way around your arm plus some. So what we're going to do first now is do it on this arm because it's a lot easier, as I am left-handed. What you want to do is put a thin layer first around your arm where you want the stitches to be. Remember, it will pull your arm hairs out some, but not too bad. You can also shave beforehand. Okay. I suggest you put something over your lap because this is like the 4th time I've tried this video and ruined a brand new pair of pants yesterday. Alright, so let me take our thread, and if you've ever eaten Laughing Cow cheese or Baby Bell, you'll remember they had a string to open them up with. What you want to do is just wrap that thread a little bit around and let it dry. But you want a little holder thread here. I'm going to go up close so you can see. And you just hold your hand like that and let this layer dry. And then after it's dry, you want to put 3, 4, maybe 5 layers of latex over this because you need it really thick because you'll be stitching it and you don't want it to tear. Oh, one other thing you're going to need is a little bit of cooking oil in a glass, because once you start trying to stitch the latex together, the needle and the ribbon will stick to it really bad and ruin your whole thing. That's why this is the 4th time I'm trying this. So yes, let this dry, 3, 4 more layers, or more, however you want the thickness, and let it dry. It's going to look like your arm's been tied off real tight and cut the circulation, but it hasn't, so you'll be fine. So, I will be back once we've got all the other layers on and dried. And then I'll show you the next step. Hi. What I do is I hold the string up after it's dry with my mouth, and then I take my Q-tip and I wipe the latex all around. Oops, stick it to me. Because this has to be free to do it right, so yeah. That's the best way I found. This is attempt number 4, as I said, so alright. Just thought I'd pass that tip on. So, got like 3, 4 more layers to put back on this, and I will see you then. Alright, now we're back. Latex is all dry. And during our time of it drying, I had a lovely taste of this Oregon Diesel. I bought this from Uncle Lando's World of Weed in the south side of Aberdeen, Washington. Great products at great prices. And in no way sponsoring me. I just like sharing where to get good stuff. Good deals. That's my thing. Alright, now, back to the task at hand. Now we're done. And we should have our little string here, which make your skin go, ew, gross people out. But I'm going to hold this in my teeth, since I had no assistant as of yet, and use it to guide my scissors to cut a straight line, kind of like the Baby Bell cheeses. Get an opening started here to insert the scissors. Okay, I've got my first cut. And I'm going to kind of work my way backwards from what I started, because it's easier for me. Maybe not. Alright, there we go. Got it going. And by following the string, you kind of make sure it's a straighter cut. Although, even if it is a little jaggy, it's supposed to be another arm sewed onto yours. So, having impossible time here. Got it. I tried using some smaller scissors, and they just poked the crap out of me, and I've got little cuts and bruises all down this arm from the first few times I tried the video. This is the best way I've found so far. Is in the way here. Alright, so we'll keep going. I know it looks kind of disgusting, and I'm sure if people didn't know what this video was about and caught this part right now, would probably think I'm weird. Some psychopath that cuts themselves. And we're through. Let's see if we can remove the string now. Okay, so you should have a good cut around. And then we will begin the sewing. I've taken black ribbon and double knotted it onto here pretty good so it doesn't come loose. Now what you want to do is stick the tip of your needle in some cooking oil, because it'll slide through and not tear then. And then you just start stitching yourself up. Come on, go through. I must not have got enough oil on it. Okay. Here we go. I know it. Yeah. Disgusting. Okay. Leave a little bit there. And then just proceed to sew yourself up. Dip the needle. This is just the easiest way I found to sew through latex. And it's still going to have a problem. There we go. And we just stitch, kind of pull it closed a bit if you can. You can do all sorts of different stitching here, running chain stitch, the little Xy stitches. I just prefer this one because it's really simple and quick and easy to do. There it goes. Oh, I forgot one more thing we're going to need, and that would be a cotton ball or the cotton off of the Q-tips, which I'll just use that because you want to put some stuffing up underneath your stitches once you're done here. For some reason my knot's coming undone. And as you can see, it's starting to get a good look to it. And alright, I am recording. I thought it wasn't. Still getting used to my new equipment, so you'll have to excuse a few fuck-ups here and there. And for some reason my ribbon came off. I must not have double knotted it like I thought. We'll just do that again now to make sure. There. Okay. Back to my little hole I had made. it's very hard if you don't have the oil on it. The needle just wants to stick and tear the latex up. There we go. Okay. And yes, just so you know, you do poke yourself a few times, so try not pushing very hard. That's the problem I had last night, is I kept stabbing into my actual skin with the tiny scissors, and now it's all bruised and hurts just to touch it. See, I didn't put the stuff on. This is just a technique I learned the other day, watching other people's videos. That's what I do, watch other videos and then see how I can do it cheaper. That's me. Also, I play games for gift cards. Not sponsored by them, but I play Rewarded Play, and they pay you or give you gift cards for earning points, but it's not like the other ones, how much time you play it. It's by completing levels. And in the last week, I have made $25. So you don't make a lot, but that's how I afford my supplies for this stuff. So I don't really pay out of pocket for anything that I don't need to. Ow. Even though I put it in the oil, sometimes it makes the latex pull my hair out. Alright, there it goes. Okay. There we go. Through here. I like needles that have an up curve so you can point the curve away from you, even though I still stab myself repeatedly. Alright. It doesn't stay oiled up from that. The top seems to be going a little easier today. See, almost done, I think. Let's see, head in there and pop it through. Oops, I don't want to make a chain stitch, so I'm going to make work. There we go, and it came untied again. We'll try 3 knots this time. I think the oil is helping it come untied. Alright, hopefully this will stay for the rest of it. Now we're at the bottom, to top. Now, put this up with the needle. Go. See? Do a chain stitch. I am. Trying not to knot the thread up, which I'm not having a very good time of doing. Haha. Okay, more oil. You can see constant oil. It just absorbs into it or something. Think you'd be able to do that a few times before having to put more oil, but no. Why is it? Wait, did I get it? There we go. What do I have? Yeah, see, almost done. Before I try, get the oil. I've also tried Vaseline, baby oil, and it all has to be reapplied at almost every stitch. I've never been able to figure out why, that it just doesn't stay lubricated. Alright. Pull loose. And if it does pull loose a little bit, you can always use more latex to hold it down, because you're going to see it has separated there a bit. It's folded up over itself. But that's okay. You can always repair it with more latex. I'll show you. Come on, get better you. All right. See, I'm getting not far ahead of myself and not doing the needlework properly. almost done. There we go. I think one more stitch should do it. And I don't think that. Nope. I forgot to oil the needle again. It's hard to remember, so. Alright. One more through the top. And then you take, make sure everything's around good. Just do you a little knot. Yeah, no assistance. I've gotten pretty good working on my own. Once you got it tied really good, snip that off. Now, it should look like that. Now that we're done sewing it up, we'll take some more liquid latex and we're going to dab it around in our holes here and let it dry just a tad bit. I'm going to need a new Q-tip for that. Then just dab it around in between the stitch marks, and then as it's drying you can take cotton swab bits and stick in them. It's a little dry enough to. Right. And you just keep doing that all around your stitching because Sally had some stuffing, it seemed, that would come out when her arms came off. And you just do that wherever you see bare flesh, and then you can mold it down in the way you want it. Down in the stitches, and there. You can trim it up however you want, but there you go. Pull the excess off. I'm gonna trim it with some scissors here. Try not to cut your stitches. Alright, there's Sally arm with stuffing coming out. You don't have to do that if you sew it tight enough, but it was a suggestion and fills in the gaps. Now, all you have to do is repeat that multiple times on your arms, because Sally has stitches here, here, and here. Now, I did that yesterday, and if you could see it, I've got little bumps and cuts all over from the tiny scissors I've used. So, there you go, Sally arm. Oh, she also has one up here. Go ahead and look at pictures of her to see where else she's stitched at, but that's a general idea. Looks like my stuffing's coming out. Alright, I'll see you guys next time when we do neck ones. What is it now? For the slasher. Alright, that should be out in a couple of days too. So, see you next time.